Welcome guys, this is the one-shot video of our quiz app. So in this video we're gonna make a quiz app, and let me show you the demo of the app. And many people ask me whether they can upload the app on Play Store or not. So yes, you can upload this app on the Play Store. So let's start with demo. So firstly, there will be an animated splash screen where we will use animation. Then we will go to the sign up page, and there you will have to sign up. My name is Pawan Singh, input it, email. And if I don't write any name and click on register, you can see we will generate an error, and you can see please enter your name. So let's write anything. My name is Pawan Singh, and then let's enter my Gmail. And if we don't enter any Gmail, so again it will show an error to enter your Gmail. So I have added my Gmail @gmail.com, and then you enter your phone number. I am writing here any random numbers, and let's give a single digit password first. You can see here it will say enter your password, and when I keep my password very small of 7 digits and click on register, it will say you must keep a password with 8 characters. Then if I keep a password with 8 character and click on register button, so it will show a progress bar, and it will say registration failed, because we have already registered this email on our database which is linked to Firebase. So I will have to click on sign in button. So let's sign in, and when I input my email, the email with which I have already signed up, so I have entered my email. So firstly write the password, and let's have a check and click on sign in. You can see logged in successfully. So this is our UI, where you can see all the quiz for Java, quiz for Kotlin, quiz for Python, C++, Dart, SPL, etc. And when I click on quiz of Java, you can see inside it there are questions and its option and next button and score showing it. And if you want to quit, you can see a right top corner option, quit button. So when I click on any option like false and click on next, so it was correct answer. And in the second question, if I choose any question, you can see the score has also increased below, and the question number is second out of third. That question was wrong, so score did not increase. So let's fill any option in this question. Let's suppose I select the option number first and click on next. You can see it was wrong answer, so I have correct 1 answer, wrong 2 answer, and attempted 3 answers. So you can see it will show me a circular progress bar which will show my score 1 out of 3, and the progress is showing the 1/3 part of the progress bar. And when I click again on home screen, I will be redirected to my quiz, and when I click on quiz of Kotlin, so I will be moved to quiz of Kotlin, and when I click on quit button, I will go out of that interface. So that's it for the project. So let's start building it. So open your Android Studio.
So create a new project, click on empty activity, empty view activities, and click on next. Now here give name to your project. I am writing here quiz app and give it a package name. This is helpful when you publish your app. And if you are using Android Studio newly, then it will be com.example.quizapp. Then change it. Select the language as Java and your minimum SDK version as API 24. Click on next and maximize it and wait for some time till our project get built. So our project had built successfully. Now So open your Java file. We are right now in our main activity. We will create a new activity with name SPL Screen. So open your Java file and the first package, inside it create a new activity, empty view activity, and name it as Splash Screen. Now click on finish. Now it will sync now, and go to your activity splash-screen.xml, where we will design its front end and split the view. Now here you can see we are on our constraint layout, so we will remove it. We will not work in constraint layout. Right here relative layout, and inside relative layout give it a background color. For now write it back black, and we will change it from here custom color. You can select any color. Let me give it blue color, and inside the relative layout write linear layout and give it match parent, and inside this it keep its orientation as vertical. Now in your relative layout give it a padding of 4 dp. We are doing this to get a blue border effect. Now give it a background color in linear layout as hash ECBA28, and it will give a yellow color background color. Now close this tag, and now inside the linear layout firstly we will use an image. So right here image view and give it 350 dp width and 350 dp height. And now after the height and width source, we don't have image right now, so let me import image. I already have some image. If you want these images, you can join my Telegram channel. The link is in description, and I will upload all those images in my channel and you can use it simply. So just copy the image and come back to Android Studio. Now inside the resource file, inside drawable file, paste the image and make sure that you input the correct name. There must not be any capital letter in the name. So I will cut the capital I and instead use small I. And in source right here is plus image. Now you can see my space image is here, but this is not in center. So to make it center, I will change the gravity of linear layout. So right here gravity as center horizontal. Now you can see it is in center. Now after the image, close this tag. We need a text which will show the name of our app. Right here text view and make it wrap content as wrap content and give it text as quiz app. You can see the text is here, but the size of text is very small. So let's make it large. Give it text size as you can write according to your own. Let me write 40 dp, 45 sp, and make it text style as bold. Now here is our app name. Now let's give it a margin top. Right here margin top, and you can give it your own. I will write here 10 dp. And after the app name, as we are going to animate this from top to bottom, and so there must be some top margin in our image view also. So right here margin top, and let's give it 20 dp. You can give it according to your own, and change the margin top of app name to 20 dp. So now close this tag. Below the app name we need one more text view. Make it wrap content, wrap content. This will be our app's title. So write here text, welcome to quiz app. You can write your own title. Now make it text large, text size as 30 sp or 25 sp. You can give according to your own, and give it margin top as 10 dp, or you can give it your own. Right here sp, and now close this tag. And I will use animation in this too, from down to up. And here there must be developer name. So right here text wrap content, and give it a text as developed by Pawan Singh. You can write here your name and give it text size as 18 sp. You can change it to 14 sp. And we need this in bottom, so give it a margin top. And it depends on you how, at what position do you want it. So let me arrange it. So yes, 180 dp is good. And now we want this text to move upward when using animation. Now let's give id to all those views. So firstly go to image view and name it as, give it id, and write here image view, and this text view as, give id @id as app name. And now second text view as, write here id, give it id, and write here description. And the third text view, give it an id as developer. So now our UI is built. So now let's move to our Java file. Now let's call all those views here. So right here text view, we had made 3 text views like app name, description, and developer. And secondly, we made a image view with image view name. Now declare those views. Right here app name is equals to find view by id r.id dot app name, close this, description is equals to find view by id r.id dot description, close this, developer is equals to find view by id dot r.id dot description, developer, and close this, image view find view by id r.id dot image view, and close this. So we have declared and defined our views. So now when you go to the XML, you see here this is image view. We want to animate it from top to bottom. So let's create an animation for this. So go to your drawable, close this, and inside the resource file create a new Android resource directory, and in resource type write anim, anim, and click on anim, and its name by default will be changed to anim. If you give it any other name, it will show error, so click on OK. Now inside the anim create a new Android resource file, and in this name it as top animation. So now inside the set tag use a new tag there, right here translate. This tag is responsible for moving our image in particular direction. And now give it an attribute of duration. It will not suggest a duration tag, so you will have to write it manually. Write Android colon, give it duration is equals to, inside double quotes right here 2000. We are writing here 2000 because we want it for 2 seconds, and this take in milliseconds. And right here Android from X delta as 0%, and Android from Y delta as minus 50%. This means in X and Y axis, from Y axis our image will come from minus 50 to its final position. That's why we gave it minus 50%. So now close this tag. Now after this, use a new tag as alpha, and here also you have to write the duration manually, and is equals to, inside this pass here 1500, that is 1.5 seconds, and inside this write here from that alpha and write here 0.1, and to alpha write here 1.0, and close this tag. Now this is our top animation, which means this image will be coming from top to bottom, that is minus 50% to its final position, and this text view will come from bottom to top. So now we will have to create a new animation resource file. Right here bottom animation, this will be used in text. Create OK. Now copy this top animation content and paste in bottom, but the difference is we will move our image from plus 50 to its final position. So right here 50%. So this will take our image from down to up. Now close this also. In our Java file we will have to initialize this animation first. So right here animation as top anim and bottom anim. Now define this as top anim is equals to animation util dot load animation, and inside this pass the context as this and pass the id as r.anim dot top animation, and close this. Now duplicate this line by pressing Ctrl D and change this to bottom anim, and inside this also change it to bottom animation. So declaration has been done. Now we have to use this animation in our views. So right here image view dot set animation and pass here top anim, and same for description, app name dot set animation, we will use here bottom anim, and inside the description use a dot set animation bottom anim, and in developer dot set animation bottom anim. So now animation has been set in our splash screen. This will move from top to bottom, and these three will move from bottom to top. And now go to splash screen. This is splash screen by name only. By default our main screen will be opened with this hello world text. So to make this as our splash screen, go to manifest in manifest XML. So you can see this is our splash screen activity, and below this here it is main activity. So to make our splash screen as the by default screen, that is opening screen, so copy this or cut this intent filter, and you have to paste this in our splash screen activity. So cut this, paste it in splash screen. Firstly change this tag and write here activity, and inside this paste the intent filter. Now make this exported as true. Now you can see make here exported as false. Now this is our work for splash screen. Now by default our splash screen will open when we open the app, but for how much time do we want to open this app? For this we will have to write a code. Write here new handler dot post delayed and create here new runnable. Now by default you will have to override this run function, in which we will write our intent code. And for how much time do we want to run this splash screen, you will have to write here at comma and write here 3000, which means for 3 seconds we will be opening our splash screen and then we will be directed to our main screen. And now inside the run, create a intent here, intent is equals to new intent, and pass here from splash screen dot this comma main activity dot class, and close this. And after this start activity and pass this intent and then finish. Now this finish will empty the stack of our activity. Now you can run this app. So let me show you. So app has installed successfully. So when the app opens, you will see a splash screen for 3 seconds with this animation, and then you will be redirected to main activity. Let me show this again. So clear this from background and run the app again. You see this splash screen with animation for 3 seconds and then main activity. So create a new package, create a new activity with an MTV activity and name it as sign up, and click on finish. Wait for some time, it will get synced. So now in sign up XML, activity sign up XML, split this view, and inside this, as we will not work with constraint layout, we will use relative layout, and inside the relative layout we will use an linear layout with match parent and match parent width and height, and give color to the relative layout as background color. Give first black and select from the custom color and select blue color. Give it padding of 3 dp, and inside our linear layout let's give it a background. We will not select any color for the background, we will use image. So I will give Telegram link on description. You can download image from my Telegram channel. I already have that image on my desktop, so I will copy this and paste it in drawable. You can download this from my Telegram channel, paste it here with the name, same name, and click on OK, and write here @drawable register background. You can see this is my background image. Now in next line, give it orientation as vertical, and in next line write gravity as center horizontal, and close this tag. And inside the linear layout we will use text view with wrap content and wrap content. Make it wrap content, and now give it a text as sign up. You can write your own text, and below this text you can see this text is very small. To make it large, give it a text size, give it 32 sp, and after the text size you can see it is touching top, so give it a margin from top. Give it margin top as 10 dp. Now it is not touching top. Now in next line write here text style as bold. This will make the text bold. And in next line give it text color and select color white, or you can simply write hashtag FFF and close this tag. And from the next line we will use a new tag with edit text. This will be used for taking input from user. This make it as match parent and wrap content, and give it a hint of enter your name, or you can simply write name. And in next line, give it a text size of 23 sp, 23 sp, sp. And in next line, give it a padding of 10 dp. And in next line, right here, margin has 10 dp or 15 dp, whatever you want. I'm writing here 15 dp, and give it a text hint color as white. It is not looking good. Give it a text hint color as black, but the background is not looking good. So let's create a background for it. Before creating background, you can see its position is not so good because it is touching our sign up text. So we will have to give it margin from each side. Right here, margin top as 30 dp. It is not working because we already have given it a margin. So remove this line. Now let's give it margin from other sides also. So right here, margin end, and give it 15 or 10 dp, whatever you want. I'm giving here 10 dp, and give it a margin start of 10 dp. Now you can see it has come to a good position. So now close this tag, and let's make a background for this edit text. So go to drawable, create a new drawable resource file, and inside the selector, write here shape, and in file name, give it as edit text underscore background, and click on OK. Now inside the shape, you have to write here shape and give it a rectangle shape, and inside the shape tag, create a corner and give it a radius of 9 dp or whatever you want. We will adjust it later. And give it a stroke and write here width of 1.5 dp, and if it is too much then we will change it later. And give it here a solid and give it color of white. So select color from here, go to custom color and make it transparent. This is okay, or adjust it according to your own, or you can simply copy this code and close this tag. Now go to activity sign up. Inside our edit text, give it a background and write here at the red drawable edit text background. Now you can see it is looking good, but we need to change its position again. So let's make its margin top as 60 dp. This one here, margin top, go to margin top and make it 60 dp. Now this is looking good. And from end and start also, give it margin of 15 dp and give it 15 dp. Now give it an id, write here id as username, and also give it a text or input type, and you can write here text username or person name, and copy whole this edit text, and below this paste it, and again paste it, and again paste it. So now we have 4 edit text, but the space between them is so large. So let's change their space between them. So make it margin top as 30 dp, or 30 is too much, write at 25 dp, and change the username to email, user email, and right here enter your email, and change this text input type as email, text email, and change the ID to user phone and change this to enter your number, and here input type make it number. This will improve our user experience, and give it margin top of 25 dp, and here in last edit text change its ID to password and give it a hint, enter your password, and also change its margin top as 25 dp. As you can see, this is our UI, but it is not looking so good, so we will work on it. Firstly, we will change the background color of edit text and make it more round from the corner. So go to your edit text background and make it as 1 dp width and radius as 10 dp, and we will change the color of its background. So simply write here hashtag and write FFF 3 times, capital F, hashtag, capital FFF, and we will make it transparent. So make it transparent and adjust it yourself. And now go to your activity. Now this is our UI. It is looking much better than earlier. And let's make some changes in these hints also. So go up and make the text size as 21 sp. Make it 21. This is looking good. And now padding is okay. And make it by small and name small. And inside this keep only email. No need to write enter your email, and make it text size of 21 sp. And same thing in the number. Write here phone number and make it 21 sp. And in last edit text make it 21 sp and write here only password. So this is looking good. So we forgot to change the text type here. Input type, write here text password, and let's check up, and here it is number, it is email address. Okay, now everything is looking good, but the sign up heading is not looking good. So let's go up and change the text size from 32 to 37 sp, and also change the text as sign up here. Now change the margin top to 20 dp. Now it looks good. When the user input their details, there must be a button. So write here button. This button will be used to submit those details. Make it as 200 dp, 200 dp, and height will be wrap content. And inside this write text and write here register, and give it a text size of 22 sp. Let's change the width to wrap content, because register word is of good length. So make it wrap content and give it a padding of 10 dp. So let's remove the padding because it is not looking good, and give it a margin top of 30 dp. Right here 30 dp. So this is looking good. After the button we need a text which will say if you have already signed up, you can sign in now. So write a text view, write a text view and give it a wrap content and wrap content. Give it text already registered and question mark, and give it a margin top Firstly, give it a text size of 20. 20 is so large, so right here 18 sp. So after this, give it a margin top of 10 dp, or you can give it 20 dp. So now below this we need one more text. Write text view, make it wrap content, and give it a text. Right here, sign in here, and close this. Give it a text size of 18 sp, and this will work for the button, this text. So make it bold. So write text style bold. This is not looking good, so let's make both one after one. And firstly change the text size as 15 for already signed in. So to bring both the text one after one, here we need sign in here after the already registered. We need a linear layout with wrap content as width, and height also wrap content. So right here wrap content and wrap content, and give it an orientation of horizontal. Now close this tag, close this with linear layout as ending tag, and cut both this text view, cut this and paste inside linear layout. Now you can see this has come one after one, but we have given it margin top, so that's why it is coming down. And also remove this here text from sign in, and in linear layout give it a gravity as center. This is layout gravity, give it gravity as center. And now we need to change this margin top, so remove this margin top line, this one from text view 1, and remove it. Now you can see both are aligned in single line, but we need a margin top because these are too close to button, so give it a margin top, and you can give it anything. I am giving it 20 dp. So this is how our UI looks, and when the user click on the register button, we will take all the input from the user, their name, their email, their phone number and password. But when the user will click on the register button, it must show a processing box here. So below the linear layout, right here progress bar, make it as wrap content, and give it a margin top as 10 dp, 20 dp. Yes, it is looking good, and close this tag. But when the user comes firstly to this page, we don't need to show this progress bar, so make it visible. Right here visibility as invisible. Now we will make it visible in our Java code, and give it an ID. Give it ID as progress bar, make P capital, and now give ID to this text view also, because we will perform an on click on this text. So right here sign in, make S small and I capital, and above here in the button give it an ID. Right here ID as register, and in above in the password it is given ID. Here also ID is given, here also ID is given, and ID is given. We don't need to give a ID to sign up here text. So that's it. This is our sign up screen. So now we need to initialize this in our Java file. So close all this and open sign up Java, this one. Here we will have to define and declare all those views. So right here edit text, and we had one username edit text, and we had a user email edit text, we had one user phone edit text, and we had one password text. So after this, right button, register, and close this. And we had one text view as sign in, and close this. Now we need to declare all this. So inside on create, username is equals to find view by id r.id dot username, and close this. Right, and in next line duplicate this all 4 times. Write here user email, and write here user email, and in next line write here user phone, and write here user phone, and after this write here password, write here password, and after this we need to declare button also, define button also. Write here register, and here also write register, and write here sign in, and write here sign in. It is showing error in register and sign in. First register button is here, and control and sign in button is also here, so error is not valid. So now when the users come to the app, we must go from SPL Screen to sign up. So inside the intent, right here instead of main activity, right here sign up. And now you can run this app and test it. So our app has run SPL Screen, and these are our fields. You can write here name here. I will write Pawan Singh, and give it any email ID. I will write here abc@gmail.com. Write here phone number. I am writing random numbers. Give it any password. As the input type is password, it will hide the password by default, and click on register. This is our button. It will not show any work because we have not defined it yet. Now in this, now go to your package, create a new, go to activity and create a new empty view activity, and name it as sign in, and click on finish. Wait for some time till it gets sync, and close the tabs which we will not use, like we will not use this SPL Screen. Now go to your sign in XML and split the view. Instead of in constraint layout, we will work with relative layout. So remove this and write here relative layout and space, and in below also in closing tag write here relative layout. Now as the UI of sign up and sign in will be same, so we will copy the code. Firstly give it a padding of 3 dp and give it a background color, give it black color, and change it from custom and give it a blue color. Now copy the sign up page from linear layout to closing linear layout, this one. Copy this and paste it here. Now our page is done, but we don't want some options like phone number. Click on phone number and remove this code for phone number, and also we don't want the username. Click on username and remove this also. And now we need to change the title of the page, that is sign up here to sign in here. Go to text view after the linear layout and write here sign in here, and as you can see we need the page in center. So in edit text for email, change this margin top to 70 dp. It looks good. And now also in sign in, give it a margin top from 20 dp to 40 dp. This is looking good. And in register button, here in place of register we have to write here sign in, and in place of already register we will have to write don't have account. Here don't have account question mark, and in place of sign in write here sign up. So that's it, our UI work is done for sign in page. So now we need to declare and define those views in our sign in Java. So for this we will copy this from our sign up Java. So go to sign up Java and scroll up and copy this, copy and paste it in sign in Java here, and remove the username and user phone, and also from instead of register button we will use here sign in, and in text view we will write here sign up. So now go to sign up page and copy this, leave the username because we don't have username there. Now inside the on create paste this, remove the phone line, and instead of register write here sign in, and in sign in write here sign up, and also change the ID, instead of sign in write here sign up, and why it is giving error, let's check in XML. So we have not changed this ID, so now let's change the IDs in our XML. For sign up we have used sign in, change this into up, and let me check ID of other views also. So here in place of button in register write it here sign in, and here already mentioned. So now go to sign in Java, in place of register write here sign in, it is giving error. So let's check again, press Ctrl and click on sign in. You can see we have moved to sign up page, but we need to go to sign in page. So let's go to sign in Java and go to the XML part of sign in Java, this one. Here in place of sign in, here we have used capital S, so in place of use small s. So now the error is gone now. So when the user will click on sign up button or sign up text, we will move from sign in screen to sign up screen. So for this we will use a click listener. So below this declaration write here sign up dot set on click listener new view on click listener. This will create an override function on click. Write here start activity new intent from sign in dot this to sign up dot class, and also we need same feature on our sign up screen when the user click on already register and click on sign in. So we will move to this page. So go to sign up Java, and after this sign in write here sign in dot set on click listener new view on click listener. This will create function. Write here start activity new intent from sign up dot this to sign in dot class, and finish this. And also in sign in Java, after this start activity write finish. So now our work is done. Cut this also. Then in our sign up, when the user will click on the register button, let me show you in XML. So when the user click on register, we will take all these input fields in our variable. So let's do the coding for this. So go to sign up Java, write here register dot set on click listener, new view on click listener. So now here we need to create some variables to take those inputs. So write here string m username is equals to username dot get text dot toString, and close this. Write here again string m email is equals to user email dot get text dot toString dot trim, and close this. Write here string mphone is equals to user phone dot get text dot toString dot trim, close this. Write here string m password is equals to password dot get text dot toString, close this. Now we will perform some checks. So write here if text utils dot is empty and pass here m username. So then give a bracket, write here username dot set error, and write here inside in string please enter your name, and in next line write here if. Instead of writing, just copy this line and paste it 3 times. So now inside here, instead of m username, write here m email, and here write m password, and here write m phone, and here instead of name write here please enter your email, enter your password, and enter your phone number. And now we also need to perform one more task, that is we will check if the password length is smaller than 8. So write here if m password dot length is smaller than 9, then give it a bracket. You can also write here 8. So give it a bracket, write here password dot set error, and write here password must be greater than 8 characters. So make change here also, make it 8. I write it 9, make it 8. So now after each check it must not return anything. So write return after every check. Go to first if statement and write return after this, and do it for all if statement. Write here return, here also return, in this return, and return. So after this we will show our progress bar when the user will click on register button. So write here below this progress bar, it is not showing ID because we have not yet initialized it here, but it is in our activity, you can see. So we will have to define and declare it. So firstly let declare it progress bar, close this, and let declare it progress bar is equals to find view by id r.id dot progress bar, and close this. Now it will not give error. Write dot set visibility and write here visible, and close this. Now we need to do same thing in our sign in Java. So just copy these 2 statements, copy this and go to sign in. So firstly on click of sign in button, so write here sign in dot set on click listener, new view on click listener. Inside this we will create 2 variables. Write here string email is equals to user email dot get text dot toString dot trim, and close this. Write here string m password is equals to password dot get text dot toString. Close this. After taking this, paste the lines which we have copied. So instead of username, here we will use user email, and here also we will use password, and this is okay. So after the user click on the button, we will show a progress bar to him. So for this we will have to firstly declare and define the progress bar, close it, and firstly declare it also. Write here progress bar is equals to find view by id r dot id dot progress bar. Close this. It is showing error. Let's check in layout, sign in XML, and here in progress bar our b is small, but here we wrote our b as capital, so remove this. Again it is showing an error. What's the problem? So yes, we forgot to write r dot id dot. So write here r dot id dot progress bar. Now the error is gone. Now let's perform its visibility work. Write here progress bar dot set visibility as visible. So our work is done. Now let's run the app. So let's run the app. So our app has run. So now let's enter my name. If you don't enter any name, click on register. You can see it will show an error, that is please enter your name. So let's enter anything. Let's write G, and in place of email, if you don't write any email, but it is showing error in our name field only. So this is an error, we will resolve it. It must show this error in email field. So when we write phone number and again click on register, then also it will show error on email. So now we will resolve it later. So now when we click on this sign in text, we will move to our sign in page and write here email. If we don't write any email, it will show enter email, and if when we write email and click on sign in, but we need to enter our password. So when we enter our password, it will process, but we have not created the next page, so it will stuck in this page only. So now click on sign up. So we need to resolve the error of this page. So let's move to our Android Studio again. So now in this we have to correct some errors. Go to your sign up Java. Instead of this username here, because all the errors are coming in username, change this to user email, and change this to password, and change this to user phone. Now we can run our app again. This is password, this is okay. So let's rerun app. So this is our splash screen and our sign up page. So if I don't write any name, click on register, it will show error, please enter your name. If I write here Pawan Singh and click on register, it will show error now on email text box. So now I will have to enter an email. So let's write abc@gmail.com and click on next. It must show error on phone number, but it is showing error on password. So let's enter the password first. We will correct this. It must show error on phone number first, then it will show error on password, because we have written it in series. So let's write the password, click on register. Now it is showing error on phone number. So let's register, and now it will show error for the password of length smaller than 8. So now let's correct this. So let's cut this from M phone, cut this and paste it. Firstly cut this also, cut this bracket also, and now paste it above password, because firstly it will check for phone number, then it will check for password. So now when we will run the app, it will perform well. So now you can check it by running it your own self. So in the left top corner you can see a bar icon. You can click on it and go to tools, then select the Firebase. It will show all the tools of Firebase. Scroll up. Now as we want to open the authentication, click on authentication, select the second option with Java and click on add the Firebase authentication SDK for your app. Click OK. You can check it from the Gradle script in the module app below. Below this line you can see a dependency has been added. This one, Firebase authentication. Wait till the project gets sync. Meanwhile our project is getting sync, we can add some more dependencies. So in the right options, from authentication go back to the Firebase and scroll down. Now we need a Cloud Firestore, so click on this and accept the changes. It will implement a new dependency here. You can see the dependency of Firestore, and it will also get sync after the first dependency gets sync. So we can add some more dependencies. Now we need cloud storage for Firebase and click on the second option. Get started with cloud storage Java. Click on it and add the cloud storage SDK to your app. Accept the changes and you can see Firebase storage has implemented. And now wait for the sync process. Our first process has not been sync yet. It will show sync now option again because we have added 2 more dependencies after adding the first one. So the option has appeared. You can see on the top. Wait for some time. Now click on the sync now. It will also sync for the 2 dependencies which we added. And now we also need one more dependency. Go back and click on real-time database and then click on this and accept the changes. Again it will take some time. It depends on the internet speed. And again you will have to click on sync now option. And for now we can close this. So our Gradle build has finished. So now close all these tabs. Close this. Now in signup Java, we will have to firstly declare the Firebase dependencies. So go up. For now we only need Firebase auth and name it as mauth. And we also need Firebase store, Firestore, and right here mstore, and close this. Now we have to define it. Right here mauth is equals to Firebase auth dot get instance and close it. Right here mstore is equals to Firebase Firestore dot get instance and close it. So now scroll down. So when the user click on register button, we will have to take his details and register him into our app. But what if the user is already registered to our app and he want to open our app again? So for this we will use a code inside our onCreate. Below this, right here, if mauth dot get current user is not equals to null, which means our user is already signed up, give a bracket and write inside it start activity, new intent, and from sign up activity
sign up dot this to main activity dot class and finish affinity. But when our user is not registered to our app, so we will have to write another code for it. So scroll down here inside the register button after the progress bar. Write here mauth dot create user with email and password, as we are using email and password. So here we will have to pass the email and password which we take from the user when he enter the email and password from here. So write here m email comma m password. This will create the user in our database. So after successfully creating the user, write here dot on complete listener and inside this write here new on complete and press enter. It will show an on complete option, and inside this we will write the code for the successfully completing the register process of the user. So now here write if task dot is successful, then we will do some work. Firstly, get instance of the user. So write here firebase user as muser is equals to mauth dot get current user and close it. Below this write here muser dot send email verification. By doing this we will be receiving an email which will verify our email address. And now write here add on success listener new on success listener and press enter. Now it will create an override function of on success. We will write code for the successfully creation of our user, and after this bracket write here on failure listener and write here new on failure listener and close this. So now inside on success, let's give it a toast. Write here toast and press enter. Now write here registration successful, and now inside our on failure method we will be using a log which will tell us the error why we didn't receive the email. So now let's write the code. Write here log dot d and inside it give it a tag. Let's make the tag as variable. So here at the top write here public static final string and give it a tag is equals to tag inside the string and close it. And instead of firstly import this, and instead of writing this tag write it as a variable. So write here tag and comma inside double quotes write here on failure colon write here email not sent, and that's it. And after the double quote sign write here plus e dot get message and close it. Now our user has been created, but now we have to store the user details in our Firebase store. So write here document reference is equals to mstore dot collection and write here inside double quotes users, and after users write dot document, and inside the document pass here muser dot get uid and close it. And after this create a hash map. Write here map with a value of string, and we will pass an object after the string. So write comma object and name it as user equals to new hash map and close it. So write here user dot put, and inside it firstly pass the name comma m username, and close this, duplicate it twice, Control D, and in second write here email, and instead of username write here m email, and here write here, no, we don't need password, write here phone number, and write here m phone. So now we will have to add this to our Firestore. So write here document reference dot set, and set this user dot add on success listener, create a new on success listener. When it is added successfully, we will use a log dot d, pass the tag which we created, comma, and write here the message user profile created, and close it. But on the failure write here dot on failure listener, new on failure listener, again write here log dot d and give it a tag, comma, and in message on failure colon, and after this write here e dot get message. Before the e you have to add a plus sign for the concatenation of the string, and close this. So this was the work for if condition. Now we will have to give it a toast, and in text of the toast write here user registered, and after this toast we will make user move from our sign up screen to new screen. So write here start activity new intent sign up dot this, comma, main activity dot class, and close this, write here finish, right, finish affinity, because we don't need any other activity in the stack. So now this all was work for our if condition when the user is created with email and password. But what if the user is not created? So we will have to write a else condition, write here else, and give a bracket, write here toast, and inside the text of the toast write here registration failed, sorry, write here registration failed. So that's it for our sign up page. Now close this also. This is our sign up page, and now we will be working on our sign in page. So scroll down. So till now we have created the user with email and password, but what if the user has already created its ID but want to sign in? So we will go to sign in. Now we will code this. Firstly we will have to change some code here, because sign in and sign up is so confusing. So we will change this sign in button, because we did not follow some naming convention. Right here sign in btn, and change it from everywhere sign in btn, and scroll down, change it from here also sign in btn. So now we can easily work with this. So firstly, when the user click on sign in button, after the progress bar right here firebase auth mauth, and close it. We will authenticate the user again, right here mauth is equals to firebase auth dot get instance, and close it. And here after the progress bar right here mauth dot sign in with email and password, and pass here user email and user password. In this we have stored m email comma m password dot add on complete listener, create a new on complete listener. Now inside this, write the code when the user is successfully signed in. So right here, if task dot is successful, inside the bracket right here toast and user signed in or logged in successfully, and after this start activity from new intent from sign in dot this comma main activity dot class and close it, and finish affinity and close it. So, and in the else condition give it a toast, and inside the toast right here please check your email and password, or create a new account. So that's it. That was all. We have to check if the user exists or not, and now you can close this. And right here progress bar dot set visibility as invisible or gone. Now close it. Our all work is done, but still we have not created any Firebase account and we have not connected our app with the Firebase. So scroll up. For the authentication we have included all the dependencies, but we need to connect our app with the Firebase. So open any browser, right here Firebase, click it, this one, again right here Firebase, and enter this. Click on the first option, scroll down and get started. You will see I have some projects already, so I will create a new project. So click on create project and write the project name here. I will write here quiz, sorry, make it Q, quiz application, and continue. Scroll down, continue, select an account, select the default account and create project. Wait for some time. So our project has created. Click on continue, click on the project. Now you can see you have three options. Click on the Android, give your application package name. If you don't know where is our application package name, so go to Android Studio and you can see the package and you can copy this name com.pawansingh.quiz app. Go to Firebase again and paste it here. Give your nickname. I will write here quiz application and this is optional, and then click on register, and then after processing it will give you a JSON file. You can see here, click on the download JSON file. You can see it is downloaded. You can see all the documentation here. Click next and continue to the console. So this is our project. Firstly we will have to enable the authentication. So go to authentication and scroll down. Here are other methods, so click on get started. So firstly we will log in with user email and password, enable it and click on save. So now you can see our provider is email and password. So now you can go back. So firstly let's copy our JSON file which we have downloaded. So go to your downloads,
here and locate the file. Just copy this file, Control C, or you can copy this and close it also. Open our Android Studio and change it from Android module to project level. Now inside the app you have to paste your JSON file here inside the app. So paste it. Make sure the name of the file is Google-services, and if you write any other name it will show error, so click on OK. So just close this file now. This was our JSON file. Now again go to the Android level of module, so close all, and inside this, so you can see still here is no user. You can add user from here manually, or let me show you by running the app how our app will work. So now let's run the app. So our app has run, you can see here. So firstly it will show our splash screen, then we will be moving to our sign up page. So let me enter my name here. My name is Pawan Singh, and I will add my email address, developer Pawan Singh 108 @gmail.com. So now enter your phone number 92580924448 and enter your password here. I will write 12345678 and then click on the register button. It will show progress bar and you can see user registered successfully. Now let's check in our Firebase. Refresh this page and you can see our user has been added to our Firebase database. So as the user login there, we will see the information of user in our Firebase. So now let's see if we can sign in the user using the same information, that is same email and same password. So this is our app opened. So let's close this and go to app information and clear all the data of the app, that is user information by which it has login. So click on clear data, clear all the data. So now we can rerun the app. Now this is splash screen. Indirectly we will move to sign up here. As we want to sign in, click on sign in. I will enter my email by which I have logged in. So right here, developer Pawan Singh 108 @gmail. Let's check one more thing. When we enter the wrong email, what happened? So right here Pawan Singh 18 @gmail.com and I write password 12345678 wrong email and wrong password. So you can see, please check your username and password. It will not take us to our main activity. So when I enter the correct email, we have successfully logged into our app. Firstly, close all these tabs, and this is our main activity. We will work with main activity XML. So go to layout and open the main activity.xml. So now remove this constraint layout and we will work with linear layout, and also remove this text view and give orientation for the linear layout. Right here orientation and make it vertical, and below this write a toolbar. This will show our app toolbar. Make it wrap content, and after this give it a title and give it app name @string /app name. Make it match parent, its width match parent, and give it a title text color of white and give it a background, give it a black, and we will change it from here. Go to custom and select the blue color. So So this is looking good, and close the tag. So now we also have to give it ID. So let's give the ID at top. So right here ID @ +ID and give it toolbar. So our toolbar is ready. Now we will be working with a card view which will show our app description. Firstly, give a background color to our linear layout. Give it white and change it from the custom and make it blue. And after this, let's make a card view. Give it a card view. Select the Android X1 and give it width as match parent and height as 100 dp. Also give it a card corner radius. Right here card corner radius and make it 10 dp. 20 dp is good. So below this, right here layout margin and make it 12 dp. As you can see, it is giving margin from top also, but we don't need this, so let's remove it and give it a margin top of 0 dp and margin start or margin left as 12 dp. Make it margin end as 12 dp. Change this from left to start, and this is looking good now. And close this and make it inside the card view. We will give it a text view. Make it wrap content and wrap content and give it a text. Right here select your subject, right here start your coding journey. And after this text we need one more text, so just copy it and paste it above this. Now change this text. Now write it, select a subject. As you can see, both are overlapping, so let's put both inside a linear layout. Cut this and make a linear layout here. Make it match parent and give it an orientation as vertical and close this, and inside it paste the text view which we have cut. So now close both the text views and give it a text size of 20 sp, and below the text style give it a bold text style and make it margin start as 12 dp and also margin top as 12 dp. Here in the second text view, give it a text size of 18 sp and give it a margin start of 12 dp. So this is looking good. And now we will be including an image just right side of this text. So let's add an image. So for this we will have to make the linear layout as horizontal, or we can do one more thing. We can just add one more linear layout just right side to it. So firstly make it as horizontal and give a linear layout. Make it as match parent and the height must be match parent, and just change the width as wrap content because we don't know, we need it to take all the space. Make it orientation as vertical and close it. So just cut this text view and paste it inside the linear layout which we created. So now below this change this dp to sp. So below this we need an image. So after the linear layout, after this linear layout, right here image view, make it width as wrap content and height as 100 dp. So here our image will show. And now give it a source. Firstly we will give it a splash screen image. So go to splash image. You can see our view is looking good, and close this tag. So if you don't have all the images, you can join my Telegram channel. I have added all the images there. So let's give it a gravity as center. Now you can see both the text are changed to center, but we don't need this. So make it as center horizontal, sorry, center vertical, but the space above it is so large. So we will have to change the margin top. So go to the text view of select a subject, this one, and remove this margin top. Now you can see our text is at center vertically, and our image is also at the center. Let's make the size of the text a bit larger for the select a subject. So make it from 20 to 23 sp. So we need one more card view below this, but we will not use the card view. We will use the background of the card view. So go to your drawable file, create a new drawable resource file, and select the selector as shape and name it as card view design, and click OK. So inside this, after the shape, give it a corner. Firstly give it a left top corner, top left radius, sorry, as 60 dp, and top right radius as 60 dp. We need bottom left radius as 0 dp and bottom right radius as 0 dp. After this we need a color, so make it solid, and inside this write color and give it white color. So this is our view, and close this tag. Now go to main activity. Here after this card view, we will be adding a linear layout. So write here linear layout and make it as match parent, and match parent, give it a background color. Firstly give it an orientation of vertical, then give it a background color as the which we created drawable card view design. So this is our design. So give it a margin top of 20 dp. So this look good, and inside this view we will be adding our quiz, like quiz for Java, quiz for Kotlin, C++, and etc. So inside the linear layout we will be adding firstly a scroll view, so that we can scroll. Make it as match parent and match parent, and close it. And inside the scroll view we will use a linear layout and make it as match parent and give here 150 dp. So below this make its orientation as horizontal, and inside this linear layout give a card view, the Android X1, and make it as wrap content, sorry, match parent, and width height also 140 dp, and give it a corner radius of 10 dp. Give it a background, give it black background for now, background tint, sorry, give it a background tint. So this is our card view. Margin to the linear layout, so right here margin top is 5, give it margin top and make margin as 25 dp. 25 is too small, so let's make it 30 dp, and below this give it margin start of 12 dp and give it margin end of 12 dp. Also give it margin bottom of 8 dp. We will change it later as per our requirement. So inside the card view, give it layout weight of 1 and close it. As we need some item inside this, so close it with closing name tag. Here we will be using a image, and after the image we will be using a text. So right here, image view, make it as 150 dp, 150 dp, and change it also 150 dp. And after this, give it a source, right here src, and select from the drawable. I will select the splash image because it is a dummy. We will be using a different image later, and close it. And just above it, make it a linear layout, make it as match parent, and give it orientation as vertical, and just close it, and cut this image view and paste it inside the linear layout. Close this tag, and after the image view we need a text view. Make it as wrap content, and give it a text like Java, and give it a text color of white. And after this, you can see the text is very small and it is going down there. So make the image width as 120 and height as 120. Now our text is visible, so let's make it as bigger and bold. Make it text style bold and give it a text size of 20 sp. Now give the gravity to the linear layout as center horizontal. We'll give it gravity only. Now this is at the center, you can see, and also our text is still down there, so make its height as 150 dp. Now this is visible clearly. So we want one more card view just beside this. We will be showing two card views in a single row, so just copy it and paste it just below it. You can see we have two card views now, but the gap between both is very less. And close both the text views tags. To increase the gap inside the card view, firstly give it a margin end, and give it 5 dp. And in second card view, give it margin start of 5 dp. Now you can see the gap is proper now, and we want same views 4 times. So just minimize this linear layout and copy it and paste it below it. We are facing this problem because we need one more linear layout outside this. So let's create one linear layout, make it as match parent and match parent. Inside this, write orientation as vertical and close it. Now copy both the linear layout which we minimized and paste it inside this linear layout. So you can see we have two same views. Now again paste it. Now we have 4 linear views, but it is scrollable, so it is down there. You can see the map. So we want the space between both this as less and the top space as more. So open the first linear layout. Firstly, let's make some changes in the parent. So let's give it a margin top. Here the margin top is 20 dp. So let's change here margin top, and let's make it as 20 dp. And now let's maximize the first card view linear layout, this one. Click here and change its margin top. Firstly, let's change margin bottom to 5 dp, 5 dp, and change this margin top. Now you can see it has came up. So let's give margin top in parent as 30 dp. So this looks good. And now let's keep margin top in below here, right margin top, give it 5 dp. So now we have to change this margin top and margin bottom in every card view. So just minimize this linear layout and open the second one. Here also change the margin top to 5 dp and also the margin bottom to 5 dp. Now close this linear layout also and open the another one. Make it margin top as 5 dp and margin bottom as 5 dp. Do it for the last one also. Make it 5 dp and also 5 dp here. Now you can see the gapping between all the card views are good. So to run this app, we have to initialize and declare this toolbar here in our main activity. So write a toolbar, import the Android X1, this one second one Android X, and make it toolbar. That's it. And inside the onCreate, write toolbar is equals to find view by id r.id.toolbar and close the tag. Now you can run the app. So our app has run. This is SPL Screen, and directly we will go to main screen because we have already signed in our app. So our scroll view is also working fine and our text is also looking good. Everything is fine, but the problem is when we scroll this our page up, you can see it is going out of our background. So let's correct this. You can see here after the select a subject, when I scroll it up, it must not come out of its background, but it is coming out of its background. So we will have to correct it. So again, let's go to our Android Studio. So now inside the main activity here, it is going up here. So we will have to increase its margin. So let's give it margin top after the scroll view. Right here margin top of 30 dp and make it margin top of 5 dp in the linear layout here. Now we can rerun the app again. So our app is installing now on our device. This is the previous version of our app where you can see the view of our cards is going outside its background. So let's wait for some time. Now our app has run. The SPL Screen, and now if I scroll it up, you can see it is not going outside of its background. So firstly, change this margin top of our parent linear layout, which is above the scroll view, to 25 dp, and inside the scroll view also make it 35 dp and scroll up. And we can minimize this fourth linear layout and select the first image, this one. Let me select the first image and you will go to the code of this image and scroll something up. When you scroll up, you will see its card view. So let's give it an ID. Give it an ID, and let's give it ID of Java card. And after this, give image view ID. Firstly, change this image. So let's minimize this. Copy these images. I will provide all these images in my Telegram channel. You can join it from the description. Just copy this, and inside the drawable file you can paste it. Click on OK and override. So now change the image name to source to drawable and write here Java. This will change the image of Java here. And also we will have to change the background color of our drawable. So in background tint, select the custom color and make it something transparent, and choose color grayish. You can adjust it according to your own. I will select this one and I will copy this color. So copy this and I will paste it in other card views also. So now give an ID to this image view. Right here, image ID and Java image. And let's give ID to the text view also. Right here, ID, and give it ID as Java text and change its color to black. Click on OK. So now our Java card view is done. Now go to next card view and give it an ID as Kotlin card view or Kotlin card, and change its image to Kotlin. And here you can see the image is touching top. So change its width and height to 100 dp, and also height to 100 dp, and give it a margin top of 20 dp. Now our image is looking good. In text view, firstly give it an ID of Kotlin image, and inside the text view change the text to Kotlin and change this color to black, and also change the background to the color which we have copied and pasted here. So our Kotlin is also ready. Kotlin card view is ready now. So now open the second linear layout. We have to do the same changes. Firstly, inside the card view, give it an ID of Python card, and inside the color tint, paste the color which we have copied, and we don't need to do anything in linear layout. Inside the image view, give it as Python image ID and give here the source as Python. Change its width and height to 100 dp, and give it a margin top of 20 dp. And inside the text view, firstly give it an ID as Python text, and change the text to Python, and also change the text color from white to black. So this looks good. Now you have to change this for all the card views as I did for the 3. So let's fast forward the video. So this is how our UI looks after adding image, text and background color. And inside the last linear layout, here we have to give it a margin bottom as 15 dp because it was touching the base. Give it 25 dp. Now here you can see it is not touching the base of the mobile phone. Base mean to say the lower screen of the mobile. So as you can see, we have so many card views, and in this we have so many images and texts. So we can't define all these in our Java screen because it will take a lot of time. So we will use on click. So click on the card view of Java, and inside the card view, right here on click and right here Java, and hover on the Java and create the function here. You can see it has created a function in our activity. Now same thing you have to do for Kotlin. Inside the card view, click right here on click and right here Kotlin, and hover on the Kotlin and create method of the Kotlin in main activity. Now we have to do this same thing for all 8 card views. So let's fast forward the video, otherwise the video length will be increased. So I have created on click function for 4 of our card view. Your work is to create this for all card views. So let's go to the first card view of the Java in the main activity. So when we click on this first card view, we must go to another screen which will contain questions. So let's create a new activity in the Java. So inside this, create a new activity, empty view activity, and name it this activity as question activity, and finish this. So this activity will be created. Wait for some time. And inside the main activity, we have to start the intent. So right here, start activity, new intent, and right here main activity dot this comma question activity dot class, and end this. Right here finish. Close this. Now when the user click on the Java card view, so we will be moved to our question activity where there will be questions. So now we have to design this question activity. So split this view. So inside the activity question XML, firstly change our root, and we will work with linear layout and give it an orientation as vertical and give it a background color. Firstly select the black color and we will change it in the custom. So go to custom and select the any color you want. So I have selected this color. If you want the same color, you can copy the code of mine, and right here padding, give it as 20 dp. And inside the linear layout, create a text view, make it as wrap content. Give it a text where we will show the question number like 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5. This will show the first question of 5 out of 5 questions. Give it a text size as 22 sp and give the text style as bold, and give it a gravity of center horizontal. It will show the question in the center. We also want the text to look bigger, so make it 28, make it 30 dp. So now question looks good, and give it an ID, and as display number, because this is displaying the question number, and close the tag. And after this text view, we want a question here, so give it another text view, make it as wrap content, and give it a text as this is a sample question which we will show during the quiz. So our text is looking very small, so change its size. So write here text size and give it as 25 SP, and there must be some margin between the text, so write here margin top and give it margin of 30 dp or make it 40 dp. So give it an ID, and ID give it as question. So let's give it a text color to this question. So below here give it text color and let's make it white, and also give it a text style, make it bold. There must be some gap between both the texts, so let's create a view here and make it as match parent and height as 1 dp, and also give it some color background, and let's make it white, and it is touching the first text, so give it margin top as 15 dp. So this looks good, and change the margin top of the second text view to 20 dp. So change the color white to black of our view, and you can adjust all this thing according to your own. I am just trying here something new. So let's change this text color to black and remove the bold text style, as this font family is not so good looking. So let's import some new font family. So go to the code and in text select the text and click on the search icon here above and search for font family and go to the box, and inside this click on this add button, more options, and select here Roboto. Click on the Roboto and here click on the medium one, and in above option add font to project and click on OK and close this. Now you can also go to the split part and give it a font family and select the Roboto one, Roboto medium, this which we created. So you can see the text has changed. Now remove this color black also and change this text color to black. So this looks good. Also the color of the view that we created, the line, is also so dark, so let's make it something transparent and make it a bit grayish. So click on the color on the left and go to custom and go to the grayish side. So this is okay, this is looking good, and now we can close this text view. Now below this text view we need some options. So for options we will be using radio options. So here we have radio group and we want it wrap content and wrap content as its width and height. So inside this let's give it an ID give it an ID as answer group, and inside our radio group also write here layout gravity as center vertical and close this tag. Now inside our radio group we have to add some options. So here write radio button, make it as wrap content and wrap content. This is our first option, and give it a text as option A, and also we have to increase its size. Firstly give it an ID of radio button 1, and also make it as checked as false, and increase its size. So give it a text size of, let's say, 25 or 22 SP. So this looks good, but we also want some margin top. So give margin top to radio group as 10 dp, and give it inside the radio button, close it, and we want same button of 4. So copy this button and paste it 3 times, and here we have our 4 options. So firstly change this option ID, button 1, button 2, button 3, button 4, and also change the text as option A, option B, option B, this is option A, this is option B, this is option C, option B, and this is option D. So our this work is done. So now we want 2 buttons. If the user want to skip the test, he can skip the test, and if user click on any option, if he click on the save button, he will be moved to next question. So for this, let's create some button and write here as wrap content, and make it also wrap content, and inside its text write here next, and give it a text size of 20 SP, and below this we want the button at the center. So write here gravity, layout gravity as center horizontal, remove the center vertical and make it center horizontal. So we also want some margin top, write here margin top, and give it as 20 dp, make it as 30 dp. So this looks good, and change the text size to 25 SP. Also give it an ID and give it as next button, and close this, and we can change the background tint color of the button. Firstly make it white and select any custom color. I will select the green color, dark green color. So this looks good. Also make its width, not height, make its width as 150 dp. So that's it, our button is ready. And we want one more button if the user want to quit the quiz in between. So come to the top, and inside it give it a linear layout, make it as wrap content, and orientation is horizontal, and close it. So cut this text view and paste it here, and below this text view we need one more text view which will work as button. So write a text view, make it as wrap content, give it a text for quit, and give it a text size of 20 sp and give it a text style as bold. And let's divide the area for both the text view. In above text view, give it a layout weight of 1, and also in below text layout, give it a layout weight of 1. So this will divide our view in two parts, but we want this text in the center. So change the layout weight of first text view to 1.2 and second text view to 0.8. And also let's change its gravity from center horizontal to end. So this doesn't work. So let's give it a text alignment. So right here text alignment and give it as text end. So our text is in center now, and remove this. And same thing we want in second text view. So give it a text alignment and text end and close this text view. So our text view is ready. Our whole page is ready, but we need to define all these IDs in our activity. We forgot to define ID of this text view. So right here ID, give it an ID as quit button. And also I want to show score of the person or the user of our app below the next button. So for this we will be using a card view. Here we can show the score of the person. So just scroll it, and in the last after the button, create a card view, make it as 200 dp and height also 200 dp. Firstly change its width from 200 dp and make it as match parent. Also the height change it to 50 dp and give it a card corner radius as 5 dp or make it as 8 dp and close it. Now inside the card view we have to create a linear layout and make it as match parent and give it an orientation of horizontal and close this linear layout. Inside the linear layout we will give a text view, make it as wrap content and write the text here as user score, or you can simply write score and give it a text size of 25 sp. It is too low, so give it 28 sp and also give it a layout gravity as center vertical, and after the score give it a space and colon, and let's also give it a total score right here and also give it a style. So right here text style and give it bold, and we can close this text. Now we need one more text view which will show our real score, make it wrap content and write here text, write it as 00, and after this give it text style as bold and give it text size as 28 sp and give it a layout gravity as center vertical. Now we can close this. We also have to define its ID because we will change it. So right here score and also margin start as 15 dp and in first text we also give it margin start as 15 dp. As you can see the button is touching this card view, so we will have to put some margin in between those. So after inside the card view give it margin top as 50 dp, give it 150 dp, and now this looks good. So our work of this screen is completed. Now we have to define all these views in our question activity. So now let's move to our question activity. Here firstly let's declare all these views. So just after the class, right here text view, and we had a quit button, and let me check again. Activity question, we had this as display number. So go again here and write here display number and close this. After this we had one button, so write here button, and the button was next button, next, and in the quit write here btn also, and after the next add one more text, write here score, and we will have to create some variables for question and all. So let's make some variables and close this main activity. We will save our question and this all the options in an array to display here. So let's create some arrays to display those questions, and those questions will be changed according to our array. For example, if we will have first question, it will show first 0th index of the array, and for option also it will show first 4 index. So create a string of array type and name it as questions equals to, and make it an empty string for now, make it equals to here, and we want one more string of array type and write here options equals to, and make it empty string, close it, string, and it is answer and equals to, answer equals to empty array right now. So we also have to declare our radio button. So after the button write here radio group and name it as radio underscore g and close it. Write here radio button and name it as rb1 comma rb2 comma rb3 comma rb4. This is for all the options, and close it. So after this we have to declare all these views. So write here quiz btn is equals to find view by id r.id dot quiz button and close it. Write here display number is equals to find view by id r.id dot display number, close it, and write here next is equals to find view by id r.id dot next button, close it, and write here radio g is equals to find view by id r.id dot radio group, answer group, sorry, and close it. And after this we have to define the score text also. So let's define it below the quiz button. So write here score is equals to find view by id r.id dot score and close the stack. We forgot to declare our question text view, so let's declare it now. So go to text view and give it a comma, write here question, and after the question button write here question is equals to find view by id r.id dot question and close it. Now we have to similarly declare our buttons. So write here rb1 is equals to find view by id r.id dot radio button 1, and duplicate this again 3 times, and in place of 1 write here 2, 3 and 4. Here also write here button 2, button 3 and button 4. So now we have defined and declared our views here. Now you can run the app.
So firstly we will create a reference for the question to use it in our arrays, in 3 arrays. So write here int flag and make it value as 0. So when you go to the question UI, press Ctrl and press it. So here we need to show the question to the user. So write here question dot set text. We will set the text of the question here, and we will get the question from the questions array which we created, and we will use the first question. The value of the flag is 0, and by default the value of index of first array is 0. So the first question will be shown to the user. And then after the question we also have to give the button. So write here rb1 dot set text and write here option and give it the array that is 0, or you can also write flag here and duplicate it 3 times. Write here 0 and 1, 2 and 3. This will give our 4 options, and write here rb2, rb3, rb4. So if you are not getting what we are doing right now, so let me explain to you. We are fetching the first 4 elements of the array of the options type for the option, and the first of the question, let me show you here. Option A will be the first element of the option array, option B will be the second element of the option array, and when we press the next, it will fetch the option which we have selected, and so on when it will press the next question. So let's come back to here. So make here next dot set on click listener, new view on click listener, and press enter. It will directly take us to override function of on click. So we have to maintain some integers here. Write here int marks and initialize it with 0. Also we need the correct answers, so write here int and make a variable of correct is equals to 0, and make one more variable of wrong is equals to 0, and we will show the score according to these variables. And let's go down, and firstly we will have to create a check whether the user have clicked on option or not. So for this we will use if condition. If we will use the radio group radio underscore g dot get checked radio button id, and if the id will be -1, it means the user has not checked any radio button. So we will pass a toast of please select an option, and below it write a return statement. That means it will do nothing. So when the option is clicked, so we will fetch the value of that option. So for this we will have to store it in a variable. We can't directly fetch the value of the option, so we will have to store its id first. So firstly make a radio button variable type and write here user answer and equals to find view by id radio g, which means radio group dot get check the radio button id. From this we will get the id of the checked button and close it, and now we will store the value of this option. So for this we will use a string data type. So write here string and name it as answer text anstxt is equals to user answer dot get text dot to string. This will fetch the value of the id into the string, and if we will match the value of both the string in answers dot equals the answer, and here write the flag value, which is the first option, which is correct one. So if the answer is correct, so we will increase the value of the correct, the variable which we have created. So write here correct plus plus and close it, and also give it a toast, and the toast will be hooray, and write here 2 exclamatory marks, and write here it was correct answer, and close it. And after the if, we write here else. If the answer is not correct, so we will increase the value of wrong and give it a toast, and write here oh, and give it 2 exclamatory marks, and write here it was wrong or incorrect. So after successfully giving an answer, we will increase the value of flag. So write here flag plus plus, it will increase the value of flag by 1, and we will make a check if score not equals to null, and inside it write here score dot set text, and we will, in place of score, we will set the text which is correct answer. So inside this if condition, we will use one more if condition which will increase the value of our question. So write here if flag is less than question dot length, this will run the loop till the we have questions. So inside it, so write here questions dot set text, and write here question and give it flag. So this will show the second question, and inside the options write here rb1 dot set text and give it option, and inside this, do you really think we will pass the value of flag here? Because the value of the flag is 2 here, but we have already used the option array second element in option B. So what we will do, we will multiply it with 4 to show the next 4 element. So write here into 4 and duplicate it 3 more times. So write here rb2, rb2, rb3 and rb4, and the second option must be one more than this. So write here plus 1 and add here plus 2, add here plus 3. This will show the next 4 elements of the array. So now we will have to increase the question value, which is this display number. So let's increase it, display number dot set text, and we will set the value of flag plus 1, because the value of flag will start from 0 and the question number will start from 1, and slash out of how many questions, we have questions dot length. So it will show like first question out of 5 questions, and let's give it a bracket here. So now write else condition here. When we have successfully completed all the questions, so marks is equals to correct, and give it an intent. So create an intent here, intent, name it as intent is equals to, import this first, is equals to new intent, and write this activity name question activity dot this comma, and we will have to create an activity where we will be showing the result. So let's write here result activity dot class. It will show error because we have not created this. So firstly click here, click on new, create a new activity, empty view activity, and name it as result activity, and finish. Now wait for some time till it gets sync, and you can see the error is gone from this activity. And right here intent dot put extras, and write here marks, comma, marks, and close it. We are doing this to pass this value of the variables into the next activity. This is called intent passing. So if you want to learn about it, you can search in the internet. So also create here intent.putExtra. We will add one more variable right here, correct, comma, pass the value of correct and close it. Right here intent.putExtra, and we will also pass the value of wrong and comma, pass here wrong and close it. It will be fetched in form of key and value pair. So now in the next line, start activity and pass the intent here and finish it. So after this, we will have to uncheck the radio buttons which we have tick marked. So after this if statement, inside it write here radio g dot clear check. This will uncheck all the radio buttons which we have checked, and we can again give the exam or the quiz. So one more thing, we had one more button, you can see here, this was the next button, but we also had one quit button. So after this button, create a quit button dot set on click listener, create a new value on click listener, sorry, view on click listener, right here start activity, new intent, and we will be going directly through question activity dot this to result activity dot class, and also finish this. So that's it. Now we have to include some questions in our array which we have created here. So go to ChatGPT. I will be showing how to add questions in this. So go to ChatGPT. Ask in ChatGPT, give me 5 Java multiple choice questions with answers, and click enter. You can see it has given me 5 questions with all the answers. So now firstly copy this first question, copy this, Control C, and paste in the questions array. Firstly enter, and inside the double quotes paste it and give a comma after pasting it after the double quotes. Now select the second question, Control C, and paste it again here inside the double quotes. Now give a comma and paste all the 5 questions. So I have added all the questions. You can do it same. And now we have to copy all the options here, and firstly make array of 4 4 in a single row, give it last comma and duplicate it by pressing Ctrl D and make it 5 times because we have 5 questions, and remove the last comma and go to the ChatGPT again. Remember 0 false true null. So write here in the option string 0 false true and null. Now go to the other question options. So copy this and paste it here. Again go back, copy this, again paste it here, again copy, paste it here, and use as there because I forgot to copy it, and again copy this and paste it here. So our second option is also ready for second question. Now again repeat the same steps. So I have done it for 3 questions. Let's remove other 2. We will be trying for 3 questions only. So remove these 2 questions, and now in the array of correct answer, scroll down. Here you can see the answers. So you have to copy all these answers and paste it there. First answer is false, Firstly, make the different string and write here false. Second, inside the second answer, copy the option. Second, copy and paste it here, and after the comma, copy this also and paste it. Now our all question options and their correct answer are ready. Now we have to map them all. So inside the result activity, firstly we will have to prepare it. So firstly remove the layout and make it as linear layout and give it an orientation as vertical. Now inside the linear layout, firstly we will change the background color of this linear layout. So we will copy the color code from the question activity, copy this color code and go to activity result and write here background and hashtag and paste the color code. And inside this give it an image view, wrap content and source. Source will be @drawable / well done. This is a boy image. I have already provided the source in Telegram channel. You can join it. The link is in description. So let's change its width to 150 dp, also height to 150 dp. Now also give it a gravity of center horizontal. Now you can see the image has come to center, and give it a margin top of 30 dp. Now close this image tag. Now the image is not visible, so let's change its background from material 500 to 600, 820. You can choose any color. I am selecting according to my own. So I like this color, so you can choose any color. And let's change its height and width to 180 dp. And so that's it. After this we need 3 text views which will show the correct answers, wrong answer and total attempted questions. So write a text view, make it as match parent and wrap content, and give it text as correct answers. And give it a background color of black. So change this, as this is correct answer, so we will mark it with green color. So that's okay. Firstly we will have to give a padding to the linear layout of 20 dp and change its height, or we can give text size of 21 sp or 25 sp is good. And also font family as the Roboto medium which we have downloaded, and also text alignment at center. Now close this. We need 2 more same text view. Give it a margin top of 10 dp and copy this whole text view and paste it 2 times. Now we have to change the color, make it red, and last one to yellow. So now let's change the text, make it as wrong answer, the red one, and the correct answer, the third one, as total answer attempted. So write here total answers. As we will change this data in the runtime, so we will have to initialize its IDs. So in the first text view, write here ID as correct, and inside the second text view give it ID as wrong, and inside the third text view give it ID as total, and all IDs are given. Make this as stay 15 dp, give it the margin top to all the text views as 15 dp. And now After this all text, we need a progress bar which will show the progress of the student. For example, if he has corrected one question out of 3, so there will be a progress bar which will show the progress. So we will include it in relative layout and give it width as 170 dp and height also as 170 dp, and inside the relative layout give it a margin top as 10 dp or increase it 20 dp and close this. Now open your Google Chrome and search here circular progress bar GitHub and click on the first link and scroll down. You can implement this type of circular progress bar. Now copy this one, the implementation one, and you can read its documentation, but I have already read it. So let's go to the Android Studio and paste it in the Gradle file. Make its format correct by giving a bracket and double quotes at the start and also at the end of the implementation part. And now you can sync this and wait for some time. So our project got synced. So close this. Now go to the activity again and inside the relative layout right here circular progress, and you can see this, the Michael Lopez circular progress bar. Click on this and make its width as wrap content and also height as wrap content. You can see a circular progress bar here. Now in the next line give it an id @+id as circular progress bar, and in the next line we have to give it a background. So firstly give it a background progress bar color and give it a color code of red color. Write #TC2517 and it is a red color. So let's change its width. So in next line right here background progress bar color width, progress bar width, and give it 12 dp, and in the next line give it direction. So right here progress bar direction, progress direction, make it to right, it will go clockwise. Then write CPB progress max, it will take the maximum progress, and as we have 3 questions, right here 3, it will show score out of 3, and give here progress bar color, this will show our real progress. So give it a color code of green color. Right here #1BBD22, and in the next line we also have to give it width. So progress bar width and give it 12 dp, give it 12 dp not 10, 12, and then give it one more attribute, that is round border, and make it false and close this. Now after this we will show the text view and make its width as wrap content, give it id as result and give it center in parent as true and make its text as empty string, and in the next line give it a text color of black and give it text of 3. You can see the size of text is very small, so let's give it a text size and make it as 50 dp, 50 sp, sorry, and in the next line give it a text style of bold, and now we will change the color. We have already given text color, so change this text color from black to yellow, so this looks good, and close this. So after the progress bar we need a button by clicking on which we can go back to the home screen. So after the relative layout, right button, make it as wrap content, and also give it a text, and make it as home, and give it a margin top of 20 dp and also give it a text size of 28 sp or 25 sp and make its wrap content to 150 dp its width. Now we will have to change its background, so write background tint and give it black color. Change it from the custom and you can add any color of your choice. And this color looks good, but the text color is not okay. And make the margin top as 40 dp. Also give it an id of home and also change the text color as black. Now this looks good and close this tag. So now that's it for the UI. You can run the app. So firstly we will define all these views in our activity. So after this result activity, text view, correct, comma, wrong, comma, total and close it, and button, home and circular progress bar, first one option, and name it as progress bar. Close this. Now let's declare all these views. Firstly, get the correct is equals to find view by id r.id.correct. In the next line, wrong is equals to find view by id r.id.wrong. Close this. In next line, total is equals to find view by id r.id.total and close this also. And home is equals to find view by id r.id.home. Close this. And now progress bar is equals to find view by id r.id.circular progress bar and close this. Let's firstly set up progress bar dot set progress question activity dot correct, because the progress will be equal to the correct answers. So let's check why it is giving error. So go to our question activity. So here you can see we have declared the correct variable as int. We have to declare it as public static. So let's write a public static in front of it. So write here public static. Now let's go again to our result activity. So the error is gone now. And after setting the progress bar, we also have to set the text inside the progress bar. You can see this text one, but we forgot to write its id. So let's go again to our result activity and comma, write here result inside the text view, and here also result is equals to find view by id r.id.result and close it. Now we will have to change the value of the result. And also when the user click on quit button, go to question activity. When the user click on quit button, we also have to show the result activity. So you can come up and copy this intent put extra, copy this, and inside this after the start activity paste it. Now in place of start activity, remove this first, including bracket, remove it. Write here intent is equals to new intent, and at the last make this intent put extra to new line. As you can see, the marks option and the correct option both will be the same, both will have same value. So in place of the marks we can give the value of total question attempted. So firstly we will use for this flag, because flag is showing the number of question attempted, and when the user click on quit button he will quit from in between, so it will show the number of the questions attempted by the user.
So in place of marks, write here flag, and in string write here attempted. Now here below also write here flag and here attempted. So now let's go again to our result activity XML. You can see this total answer will show the number of attempted answer. So now in result activity, below this progress bar, we have to get the value from the intent. So write here intent and import this intent is equals to get intent and close this. In next line we will save this in variable, so write here string correct, sorry it will be of integer type, so in place of string write here int correct is equals to intent dot get extra, and inside the bracket write correct comma 0 and close it. Now in next line duplicate this twice and you can check here attempted correct and wrong. So let's import this. So here write correct we have as attempted correct and wrong. Here write attempted correct and wrong. So that's it. All have different default value as 0. So by mistake we gave the same values to these views and our variables. So let's write 1 in front of all these, attempt 1 correct 1 wrong 1. So now let's set up these views correct dot set text and set the correct variable which we created correct 1 and close it. And also let's concatenate it with some string, write here correct colon and write after the string plus and correct and duplicate it 3 times. So in place of correct write here wrong and write here wrong 1 and change this string to wrong, and in the total set the text as attempted and here also attempted 1. So that's it, we have set all the text there. So now we also have to set the result text, this one. So below this line write result dot set text and write the correct 1 option, correct 1. So you might have already added this line, but I deleted that line, so don't worry about it. Now let's use on click listener on the home button, this one. So after this write home dot set on click listener new view on click listener, and inside the on create we have to start the intent. So write start activity new intent question activity dot this comma main activity dot class and finish this. Write finish affinity because it will remove all the stack, and so that's it. So the work whichever we have done till now, like creating the question and all, we have done this for the Java part. For example, let me show you the screen of main activity. So here we have done this for the Java quiz. Now you have to implement the same thing for Kotlin, Python, C++, Dart, etc. So let me do it for Kotlin. I will just copy paste all and paste in the Kotlin, and here inside the question activity you have to create different for all this activity. Right now we will go to the same question activities, but you have to change these activities for Kotlin, for Java, for Python, etc. So let me show you by creating for the Kotlin. So go to our main package, inside this
create a new activity. Go to new, create activity, empty views activity, and name this views as question activity 2. You can name it as question activity Kotlin, but I am writing here 2, and finish this. It will take some time to sync. Till then, we can close this all and copy all the content of question activity 1. Copy this. Go to the Kotlin activity or activity 2. You have to change here the activity later. So remember this. Just select this and paste the copied thing. So now here firstly scroll down. You have to change this activity question to activity question 2. And you can see these views are giving error because we have not defined yet. So here also write question activity 2 in the below line, question activity 2. Here also question activity 2. Now check other thing. Yes, here also question activity 2. Here also question activity 2. Now all errors are gone except those views 1, because we have not created its XML yet. So go to the XML of question activity and copy the whole thing. Press Ctrl A and Ctrl C. Go to the XML of question activity 2 and Ctrl A, Ctrl V, and scroll up. Here also dot question activity 2. So that's it. We have designed the question activity for Kotlin also, but the questions will be same because we have not changed the questions and the options. So now, and here you can see these are still giving error, but it won't affect our code. So when you press Ctrl, it will show two options. We have to select the second one. Now you can see we will go to this view with question activity 2 context, and now inside the main activity, here in the Kotlin tag, we have to change its intent from main activity dot this to Kotlin activity 2 dot class. So now inside Kotlin activity 2, all work is good. You can change these questions for the Kotlin and options and their answers. I have already shown you how to do it when we created for Java. So our all work is done. Now you can run the app. So our app has run. This is SPL Screen, and in the home screen you can see all the question card views here. Now when we click on the Java quiz, you can see all the questions are shown here. The first question and its 4 options, the next button and the score. And when we click on the 0 and next, you can see the app has crashed. Let's see what happened. So let's go to the catalog. So in the catalog, let me scroll up and let's find the error. So in question activity line number 97, it is saying, oh, so we forgot to convert this thing into the string. So set text and concatenate it with string. Give a string and give a plus sign, and also inside the result activity here in line number 52, inside the result, concatenate it with the string. Or we can do one more thing. We can just show the correct answer in different way. So let's write correct plus and string slash plus and show the total answers, like that is attempted 1, and remove this first string double quotes from the starting and this plus sign, because we have already added the string and converted it into a string. So now let's run the app again. Close this all. So the app has run. Now when you click on the Java, and let's choose any option. Let's choose the false option. So when I click on the false and click on next, you can see a toast here, and the score is also getting increased. And the second option was incorrect, the score did not increase. The third was also incorrect, so the score did not increase. You can see correct are 1, 2 wrong, and I attempted 3 questions, so it is showing 1 out of 3 questions. And when I click on the home button, I again came back to the home. So that's all for this project. So thank you for watching the video, and thank you for watching a whole series. And if you had completed this project and you already have a Play Console account, you can upload this project in your Play Store also. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more such series. Thank you guys.